So I'm hearing a lot of common theme when you address animal farming, fertilizing, and also transportation is that, okay, things actually can be done in this way. We do the farming here in this land.
Yeah.
We can build a system where it doesn't need any fertilizer.
No, yeah,
and,
no pesticides.
We don't need like transportation.
No,
like,
exactly.
Things can be done
exactly.
in this way, but what's more common is things are done in a way that A is for B, B is for C, and C is for D.
Yeah, you've so got it. It's just like, oh, I've lost my thread. Yes, but yes, exactly. It's just, it's so, the main word that I always think of is inefficient. It's just such an inefficient system. We're very bright, we're so smart, and we've just got into this habit of doing things in this way that just makes no sense. And so if you could just adjust, just keep, well, you need to do a big turn, but if you make lots of little turns on all these different systems, you can turn it into something where, you know, I was doing some reading yesterday for my dissertation about how children will eat a lot more vegetables if they grow or pick them themselves. So if you take a child out blackberry picking or teach them to taste and try different things, they grow up to be much healthier. They're more likely to eat vegetables, more vegetables or whatever. So this idea of getting children interested in foraging, because there's other more social benefits. So parents bonding with children rather than just sitting at home on the sofa. You're up and you're outside and you're breathing the fresh air and you're using your limbs and you're going out to find, and something that I didn't realise with foraging, which is such a joy, is that you don't know what you're going to get. Like when you go to the supermarket, you have this very small list of things.
Yes.
And you go, right, I'm going to get potatoes and I'm going to get hamburgers and I'm going to get, you know, whatever, sausages and kale or whatever. But when you go foraging, you have to see you don't know what's there. And so you go, oh, I found this, or like, oh, this mushroom is blossoming, and so you've got, not blossoming, whatever, you know, fruiting. And so you can get like really posh mushrooms that grow wild, like porcini mushrooms, or native to Britain and grow wild. And you spend a lot of money, or like chanterelles. Chanterelles are these very posh, expensive mushrooms. Chanterelles grow wild, like they're native wild mushrooms. So you could go out and find these delicious, incredible finds, but it's the joy of not knowing what it is you're going to find and being able to like come up with something, you know, like put all these things together and be like, oh, I'm going to put this in the salad and I'm going to put this in the, oh, look, I found this fruit, or, you know, and it changes throughout the season. So you have the aspect of seasonality, and it's what life's about, and it gives you a lot more dopamine and kind of these healthy chemicals that you want to engage with than it ever would do going to a supermarket. You know, that's my view.
Yeah, so when you talk about those mindful changes and
exactly. Engage with your mindfulness.
Mindful actions.
Yes, mindful actions.
So sometimes it's not just about making the reality, like making those figures change. It's also about change your way of living.
Exactly. That is so important. In fact, if anything, I think they're both the same. In fact, if anything, I would say that one would actually lead the other. So if you lean into your joy and your mindfulness and your engagement with the world, and try and align your integrity, you know, with what you know to be true with your actions, which is hard and an ongoing lifelong process. But the more you try and do that, then I think it becomes easier to engage with the hard facts, which are hard and scary. But then it becomes, you feel more empowered, because I pick a blackberry from a blackberry bush and I eat it and I think, oh, I can do it. And then I have another blackberry and you go, oh yeah, maybe it's okay, oh, maybe I can eat things. And then you go, oh, maybe I'll try. Okay, yeah, it's okay. You know, and then you feel like you're claiming a little piece of your life back. And I think that informs so many of your other decisions. And every time you take a positive action, it becomes easier. Isn't that psychology even? It becomes easier to do another positive action and another positive action. And it becomes a virtuous cycle, you know. So yes, exactly. But I think that you definitely can talk very importantly and well on what it means to have that deeper, more human, more spiritual connection back to the land, you know.